Hey YouTube, Casey Classic 7 here, back again with another video. Got some NBA 2K19 here. In this video, I wanted to discuss badge progression within your My League / My GM in 2K19. More specifically, My League, because I didn't do this testing in My GM. It may slightly differ in My GM, not really sure, or it may be the same. I can't really say specifically because I only did this testing in My League. The reason why I want to do this testing because I had a great discussion with a fictional draft class creator by the name of Dr. J1216. That is DR the letter J 12 and 16. He does draft classes on the PS4 share, fictional draft classes to be specific. He's been doing draft classes forever, does great work with his draft classes, and this year he made a whopping 5 draft classes, so huge shout out to him. Definitely great work as usual this year, and I can't wait to really jump into my league using his draft classes. Some things to note with his draft class though is his draft classes are extremely top heavy, so you're not going to see a bunch of quality players throughout the draft class. The more detailed players are going to be at the top of the class, and they're going to be a little bit higher rated than you may expect from a draft class. But his mindset was with the rebuild process of those teams who draft those players, that's going to be the centerpiece of that team, and they'll be able to and they don't have to wait for that player to develop. That player will be slightly more developed than you're used to probably with a rookie coming into the league, which I thought was a very cool idea, different, and definitely a huge shout out to him. So that's one thing to note if you do look at his draft classes. That was the mindset that he was going with. So again, definitely check out his draft classes. Some other things to note is with this draft class, I use my fictional roster. Reason being is no one on the roster had gameplay badges, and I felt that would have been the perfect roster to use so we can really see how these badges develop when the player has the skill but doesn't have the badge yet that is going to align with that skill. Another thing to note also with the draft class is I use the 2K generated rosters. The 2K generated draft classes with 50% draft class quality. So just so you guys have an idea of, again, the base that I came from. So none of the badges, none of the players who initially had on the roster had badges, as well as the players who did enter the roster started with their badges on bronze. That's the baseline. Some other things to note with this testing as well, I just use the original sliders, the baseline sliders, the out of the box sliders, if you will, with this testing in terms of the progression sliders and all the rest of the sliders that affect stuff in the My League. Nothing was touched, so everything is out of the box. So for someone who is interested in starting up a My League but they don't really want to get into the progression stuff, this is an idea of how your roster is going to look and how your badges are going to progress within this roster. Another thing to note with the gameplay badges, all the gameplay badges, they progress in your off-season in player progression. So you will not see badges progress multiple times throughout the year. You will not see badges progress in the year. In all the badges that do progress, they progress on a tier-to-tier basis. So you won't see a player start with a badge on bronze and he'll jump up to having that badge on gold. They progress tier to tier to tier in a simulation setting. I don't know about if you play the games, but in a simulation setting, and with this baseline progression slider and the progression sliders I'm using, it's a tier to tier level, just to give you guys a idea again of how these badges progress. So with your mental badges, there are certain badges that obviously a lot of players are going to have. Spark Plug's one of those badges, Wildcard, but you're also going to find badges that not many people have. The Championship DNA, only 3 people have this badge, and all 3 of the people came from that initial roster that I created. The same thing with Floor General. All of these players also came from my initial roster. So my main takeaway from the mental badges is mental badges can be obtained. Which ones can't be obtained, I don't know, so I don't know if every one of these can be obtained, but my main takeaway from the mental badges is they can be obtained. So that's one thing to note. Mental badges can be obtained. I'm not sure, and then I don't know if there's some that can be obtained versus can't be obtained. Like, so some of these you may need to put on your player if you want that player to have that emotion or badge or whatever you want to do with their mental badges. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video, the gameplay badges, what we came here for. I'll probably have a timestamp in the section below so you guys can jump right into what you came here for. So the takeaway that I got from the gameplay badges, so certain badges progress at different speeds. So you'll have some badges that progress very quickly. You'll have some badges that progress at a medium rate, and then it may vary if they progress slower or faster than that actual medium rate. Then you'll have a badge that progresses extremely slowly, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a badge, so we're going to just go through a few of the badges, and you guys can do this testing for yourself as well. So this is what I mean with when a badge progresses at a normal rate. So in a 4-year time, with a player who did not have any badges, he was able to obtain catch and shoot at the Hall of Fame level, which is the highest level, in 4 years. So this is a badge that I would say progresses at a normal rate. So not a lot of people have it. A lot of people have the badge, so that's why I would put it on the normal rate, but not a people have it at the highest tier. So this is a normal progression, but it progresses quicker than other. So it's between normal and quick, I would say. This is a badge that I would say progresses normal, but it's at a slower level. So this would be between normal and slow. This is where I would put medium range Deadeye. A good amount of people have the badge, but no one has it at the Hall of Fame tier within that 4-year time span. But you do have people with the badge, and so you know that the badge is able to be obtained. This is what I will call something progressing at a slow level. So deep range Deadeye is one of those badges that progresses slower than others. And you know this because the highest level of deep range Deadeye with this roster is silver. So in 4 years, silver is the highest level of achievement with deep range Deadeye. So, and not that many people have the deep range Deadeye badge. So this is something that I would say progresses very slowly, just to keep that in mind when you guys are progressing throughout your My Leagues. Something that progresses fast. This is something I would say progresses fast. A lot of people have the badge at the highest tier. A lot of people just have the badge in general. This is something that this is a badge that I would say progresses fast. So now you guys have seen all of the tiers, something that progresses fast, medium fast, medium slow, and slow. So you guys have an idea of that. Catch and shoot is another one of those badges that progresses pretty quickly. A lot of people have catch and shoot. A lot of people have catch and shoot. So that's a badge, like I said, that progresses very quickly. So the main takeaway with badges do progress in your My League. They will continue to progress in your My League, but when they do progress, they progress on a tier to tier basis. Definitely look, if you want certain players to have badges and badges to progress quicker than others, definitely look to see which ones are progressing slower. And the great thing about 2K that they added into the game is you can easily change anything that needs to be changed with players with the new quick edit. So if you want a player to have a badge that you think that they should have, it's easy to upgrade that badge and give them that badge, and all that good stuff like that. Or if you have like a select sample size and you want a certain amount of players to have badges, like if you want to test a specific badge, like let's say you want to see how reserve work, you can give everybody reserved. And with the quick edit, it just makes it a lot easier to edit and to handle a mass amount of people. So that's everything I got for you guys for the badge progression and testing that I did in my league. I know this video is extremely long, but there's a bunch of great information in here for everyone who is looking to start up a my league and see the way their badges will progress throughout the my league. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that this, like, if you use the out of the box sliders, this isn't going to change from it's not going to differ that much from my slider to from my slider to your slider if you're using out of the box sliders. And I'm almost confident, I can tell by the overalls and stuff, that's the reason why I know this to be true. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments, concerns, questions in the comment section below. I definitely will answer the majority, if not all, of your questions. That's one of the things I take pride in. If you guys take the time to watch my videos, I definitely want to answer your guys' questions below in the comment section. No question goes overlooked and unheard. And if your question is one that I feel warrants making a video for, I have no problem doing that as well. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me as long as you did. If you did, yep, I'll be back very soon with some more content. Thank you as always, guys. KC Classic 7 signing out.